Hey everyone, welcome back to Crypto Cash. Thank you very much for joining me here. I hope you're having a fantastic day. Let's take another look here at XRP and make a quick update here for you. It's actually looking pretty solid in the overall sense as far as the price action for the last 48 hours. We can see higher highs, higher lows. While there was a bit of a correction here, roughly about 3%, Bitcoin pulled back by about the same margin and really just wiped away all gains possible, where XRP is actually performing very well in this range. So keep in mind, short-term wise, we're looking decent here for a likely break of this descending channel. I'm going to probably wait for 215 or higher and Bitcoin to be like in a stable place before I consider along with this coin, just mainly because there's a strong point of control here at 215 that I feel is important to kind of get above there in order to feel a little more confident with the trade. Keep in mind, we're still below a descending trend line. We're still not out of the woods by any stretch, but this coin is showing early signs of potential reversal here. So I would say that a long position makes a little bit more sense with this coin than other coins in the market for the moment. But that's a very tentative moment. This can change at any time. But I can tell you though, so far the price action and structure here of this actual local range has been pretty decent. Okay, so having said that, what we're looking at here is, well, a lot of liquidation above and less below. So we have more incentive for the price to continue higher to sweep any of those late shorts. When we look here as well, we can recognize liquidation delta has shifted bullish. Most coins are not even close to this. They're typically very, very red right now. So I do feel like we're reaching a tentative bottom here, and perhaps $2 is going to hold as that support level, which has held about 10 times so far in the last 6 months ever since we've broken that range of $2. So just keep in mind, the more often you test something, the more likely it is to break. So if Bitcoin does trend towards 80,000 or lower, it's safe to presume XRP will lose its support. Okay, just know that. Try not to be completely blinded by all the fundamental moon boys out there for this coin. Having said that, daily time frame, we can see here overall sentiment here is looking pretty bearish. The daily time frame is just always going to look pretty bad until we get above this short-term descending trend. Now, not all trend lines are created equal, but we can see here we're running fairly concurrent with the 50 and the 20-day SMA. So for the most part, until we get above those levels, we can presume we're going to go. We cannot pass that range. So hypothetically, the price continues to recover up to here at about 235. We'll probably see a reversal there based on the current trend and how things are working. Okay. A lot of things can change between now and then, but that's the overall sentiment. 4-hour time frame is going to probably reflect that we are still moderately bullish, and I want to emphasize moderately. But if you look here, we were above 50 on the RSI. We've been maintaining for a little while now. Typically, you stay above the RSI at 50 for over 24 hours. Likelihood of further continuation higher is greater. Okay, that basically just implies we've broken through somewhat of a resistance range, and we're more likely to continue higher. While we still have yet to break this 220 resistance, if you kind of draw a line out for all the highs here so far we've seen since we've been in this range, we still have yet to top that. Okay, so I feel like a closure above 220 would be the utmost importance for considering a long position with a little more confidence. But overall, a lot of early signs here that we're getting back on track. It's just hard to really, give a green light to a trade on a weekend when everything else is just terribly red. Okay, so statistically, I think this coin is more likely to go up, but at this point, I think it's too high of a risk to consider a trade with with just the way that the market is shaped up right now. So those are my thoughts. I hope that makes sense. If you're part of our community, make sure you join us over on Twitter, Telegram, and Discord. Congrats to our community members here for some nice profits on our long for Solana and our previous short from Bitcoin on 87,000 down to 82K. And obviously our Twitter, Telegram, and Discord looks like this. If you want to join up, make sure you reference Bitunix too, folks. No KYC or VPN required. These guys are phenomenal. We'll look forward to seeing you on the next one. Hope you have a great rest of your day. Thanks so much again for your time. Take care.